I was born in Atlanta, Georgia, raised in Smyrna.
And what age did the raising start?
Uh, what do you mean by raising?
Well, you said
Like,
raised in Smyrna.
yeah.
So was that,
Like I was like just born at a hospital in Atlanta.
okay,
But
so technically Atlanta because of the hospital.
yeah, only because the hospital. Like we went straight to Smyrna.
Is Smyrna considered Atlanta?
I mean, some people will consider it like that. Some people won't. You feel me? Like, but it's like probably like it like one exit away from Bankhead. You feel me? So like yeah. So I don't know if you want to consider that. It's like 15 minutes from downtown, but it depends on how you feel me, how you go for it.
And growing up, what was that area like for you back then?
Shit, you feel me? Back then it was like, see, but like back then it was worse than what it is now. But I guess now it's like, cause it's technically like like a suburb area. You feel me? But like, of course shit going everywhere. But yeah, back then it was a lot of shit going on for sure. And then like yeah, it was hella shit going on. I ain't gonna cap.
Like what?
Like like shooting shit, uh, robberies. There's a lot of shit going on, especially if you be outside. Like my parents worked a lot, so they was always at work. So I just be outside. So
Did they know you were outside?
shit.
You were sneaking outside?
No, I wasn't necessarily sneaking outside. It's just like my mama, she worked overnight, so like it's ain't no way for her to know or not know. And then my dad was at work a lot too, so it was me and my sisters. Like I got 5 sisters, and then like we just raised each other type shit.
5 sisters, everybody same mother, same father?
Yeah, everybody same mother, same father. 5 sisters, I'm the only boy and the youngest.
What was that like? Growing up in a household full
Man,
of
that shit
women?
was hectic. I ain't gonna cap. Cause all right, so we was in like at first we was in like a 3-bedroom apartment. So like it was like 3 to a room. Well, except for my folks, it was like they had they two. There was 3 kids here, 3 kids there, type shit. So like and we all shared like one bathroom. So like that shit was kind of hectic at first. You feel me? Like I learned about periods way too early. But like I mean, I guess it's like, cause like they say like when you grow up with like all girls, like it make like niggas like aggressive or like shit like that just because like, cause my sisters like they used to like try to toughen me up. Like I remember like I try to tell on my sister some shit like, and my mom wouldn't give a fuck. Like she'd be like, why are you telling? And my sisters them they used to just like punch on me and shit like just to like I guess to make me tough or whatever. But that shit, I mean it was cool. You feel me? Like I never had a problem with no girl. Cause you feel me, like any girl said some crazy shit, like I had like hella sisters for that shit. So, it got pros and cons.
Ever felt left out?
Hell yeah, for sure. You talking about like with just like as far as like sibling shit?
Yeah.
Or yeah, hey, I mean, cause it's hella shit that girls do that boys don't do. So, hell yeah, for sure.
Was there ever a point where you would have your own room?
Yeah, hell yeah. Like afterwards, like then we moved, and then like we had got we made enough bread to move to like a middle class home, but like not have no bread there, if that makes sense. Like enough for like the bills and shit. But I had my own room for sure.
What age did you start having your own room?
Uh, it was like fucking like 4th grade or some shit. Yeah, some shit like that.
And it always stayed like that after. Never had to share with
Yeah,
your
hell yeah,
sister.
cause I was a boy. Yeah. And yeah, I used to be able to like kind of do what I wanted cause I was a boy. Like my sister and them, they had to go inside, but like my folks them would still let me be outside cause I was a boy.
What was the biggest lesson you learned growing up with all sisters?
Shit, girls are emotional, and like yeah, girls are emotional as hell, and sometimes not all of them, but the ones that do shit out of spite, that shit crazy.
Were you protective of your sisters?
Yeah, yeah, and they was protective of me too.
And were you closer with one of the sisters?
Yeah, hell yeah. The one closest to my age, I was closer with her. Cause really, like the two older, cause like my parents are like older. You feel me? So like My oldest sister, when I was born, she was like 16. You feel me? So like when I'm getting older and shit, like she was already like out the house type shit. And my second oldest sister, she was out the house too. And then yeah, cause she was like going to college and shit. And then like my third oldest sister, she was like always in the streets and shit, like, and she like was in and out of prison a lot. So it was just me and like two of my sisters for real. And then we just we grew up like watching each other and shit.
And you would all go to the same schools?
Yeah.
What was the most siblings you had, either in elementary, middle, high school?
Only two.
Okay.
Cause the one that would have been the third one, she dropped out.
And the two that were in front of you, how far apart in age are we talking?
Shit, 2 years. Yeah. No, actually, they 3 years apart, and then me and the last one's 2 years apart.
Are your parents still together?
No.
They were married at one point,
Yeah.
and then they end up getting a divorce?
Yeah.
What age were you when that happened?
That shit happened recently. You feel me? Like not too long ago. But yeah. But they been like, you feel me? Type shit.
What do you mean?
Like they been going through what they was going through. You know.
So that didn't surprise you then, the divorce?
Nah, hell nah.
You
Cause
saw it
you know,
coming.
yeah, cause you know how little kids like you pay attention, like you could tell. You feel me? So it's like it wasn't like I wasn't surprised when, you feel me?
Were you upset? Were you sad? Were you hurt
Nah, I ain't feel nothing.
because of your age?
Yeah. But I mean, even when I was a little kid, like, you feel me, like, I'd still, like, when they was, like, going through, you know, the little shit they was doing, whatever, like, I still ain't feel shit.
Care to share what age you are now?
Yeah, I'm 26.
And by the time they do get a divorce, were you out of the house?
Yeah.
Do your parents have a good relationship when it comes to each other at this point?
I mean, I guess, yeah, cool.
Cordial when it comes to
Yeah,
the
cordial for sure.
kids?
Yeah.
When it comes to you all?
Shit, I ain't none with kids no more. But
Yeah.
I mean, I got like, you know,
Relatively
nieces
speaking, I guess.
and nephews, you feel me? But yeah, for sure.
You did grow up, even though that you knew they were going to split at some point or they were heading there, you had a two-parent household,
Yeah.
at least till you were the age of 18.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you appreciate that?
Yeah, of course. 'Cause I know a lot of people don't got that.
Do you think, though, your parents, they stayed together and they were heading towards, it was rocky towards the end, and they were heading towards a split. Do they stay, let me ask you this. At what age do things start getting rocky and you notice they're going to split at some point?
Shit, since I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, since I was a little kid.
Do you feel, now we're looking back in your past, do you feel like your parents should have split
On God.
way earlier than they did?
Yes, yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Yes.
It was toxic?
Feel me?
What age, if you could have had it your way, do you think they should have split? What age would have been if you think they should have split?
Shit, probably like.
At least till you were 18, before you were 18?
Nah, before I was 18 for sure. Like, it was like middle school or some shit.
Do you know why they stayed together even though things were rocky?
For the kids.
Even when you were, okay, so let me ask you this. What time not what time. What age were you when you finally leave the house? You were the youngest.
I left the house at 23, 24.
Okay. And did any other siblings stay in the house prior to you leaving at 23 or no?
No.
Just curious there.
Yeah, no.
Do you have any children at this point yourself?
No, I don't got no kids.
Ever got someone pregnant before?
Shit, I had a pregnancy scare, like, twice.
When we say scare, are we talking you thought they were pregnant, they thought they were pregnant, it just wasn't official?
One of them, they thought they was pregnant. The other one, I believe she was capping. She said she got an abortion, but I don't know. I think she was capping the whole time, but you feel me?
She had no evidence. She showed no
type
proof.
shit. She didn't show me no proof. Cause we broke up and shit. And then like, she was hitting me up trying to get me to push up. I'm like, I'm not pushing up on you. And then she was like, oh, I think I'm pregnant, woody woo. Cause she really did some fuck shit. Cause she like, was fucking with some nigga or whatever, her best friend, quote unquote. You feel me? And like, so she was telling me shit like she pregnant with her. So I was like, shit, you feel me? Like you did the pregnancy test? She like, nah, I ain't do it. Bring me one. I'm like, shit, you feel me? Tell your best friend take you. She like, nah, gonna be awkward. I'm like, awkward? How? You feel me? Cause you said it's just supposed to be your best friend. She like, just bring me one, woody woo. I'm like, all right, for sure, you feel me? I'm gonna bring you one. But she stayed in the same neighborhood with my partners and shit. So I just dropped it off to my partner like, shit, take that to, you feel me? So she was like, all right, for sure. And then she hit me up and she was like, you can't be a man and bring it to me and and then all this cap shit. And, yeah, I did that. Abortion, I did it on my own. I'm like, all right, for sure. I still don't think she did that. I think that shit was cap. She ain't had no kids, none of that shit. So like, I don't know if she did the abortion or not, but I think it was cap.
Did she cheat on you with this best friend?
I think so, bro. Cause like, I went through her phone. I seen like she spent the night. So of course, you feel me, like. But she's saying she didn't, but nah.
Were you always suspicious of this best friend?
Nah. I mean, I didn't even know about him. So, of course, you feel me? Some sneaky shit.
How long were you in a relationship with her?
For like a year.
And you never found out about the best friend until when?
Until like when I found out when that shit happened, that's when I'm like, all right, bet, you feel me? It's over with. So that's why I'm like, if this is your best friend, like how I never seen this nigga before. She was like, oh, because I thought you were getting your feelings. Like, all right, that's cap.
So explain the situation here. Were you suspicious of maybe her cheating on you, so you look into her phone for evidence, or you just so happen in the relationship to stumble upon her phone and
I just so happened because like, so we was laying down and then she got a text and like sent it up like real quick. So I'm looking like, what's that? You feel me? But I ain't asked. I just waited, you feel me? And then went through that shit. And then, like, because he just was like talking on some regular shit. But I went through that shit and since she spent the night, then I asked her about it. And she was like, oh yeah, we didn't do nothing, whatever. That's like my best friend. I know him forever. She was like, we laid head to feet in the bed. Like, that's cap.
The genitals are still matching.
No cap, right? You feel me? Yes, cap for sure. Genitals is still right there.
Did you see pictures of him? Did you ever meet him?
Nah. Nah, never saw no pictures, never met him, none of that.
Even though you break up with her?
Yeah.
You break up with her right after you find out this information about the sleeping over part?
Yeah, I got mad as hell. So I was like, you feel me? You got me fucked up, you tripping.
Now, you guys had been together for at least a year?
Yeah.
Or about a year?
About a year.
Why not give her the benefit of the doubt? Why not give her some time or give the relationship some time? Maybe you cool off, and just see how things play out because you've had invested a whole year into the relationship.
See, I probably would do some shit like that now, but at the time, I was like on some other shit.
What age were you?
I was like 19. So.
At 26, you look at things different.
Feel me?